So it's 14 or 15 days to Valentine, depending on how you count it. And everyone right now, and every human being right now is not every human, but most people right now are trying to find ways that we can please our loved ones, our romantic partners, or those who don't have. They're probably looking everywhere for a romantic partner, and this makes sense. You know, humans are very social beings, and we tend to thrive when we have other human beings, and especially when we have mating partners or some people might just call them wives. But you know, in the animal world, this isn't something that's very unique. Isn't unique to it, it's not something that's unique to humans. You know, in the animal world, some animals actually tend to get involved in something that looks more like a marriage. You know, they mate for life. And yeah, some of these animals look like the barn owl. As you can see here, the macaroni penguin, the sandhill crane. You know, they are here. They're very happy. As you can see, they're swinging their wings in happiness. And apparently seahorses and coyotes. No, this is a wolf. Apparently wolves and all the shinglebacks kings and gibbons and black vultures. Look at them, bro. They look so in love with each other. I don't know which one is the male here, but yeah. Anyway, even beavers too. I didn't know that. But yeah, like I said, this trait of having one partner for a long time, it's not unique to humans, but it's something that is very common amongst us. Now, not every human being is monogamous. Some people prefer to have two or three partners, especially in the males, especially among males. I don't know why that is the case. I mean, I know in the United States it's illegal, but that doesn't stop people from, getting involved in extra marital affairs. But anyway, if you're not one of those people who are trying to find two partners or three partners or four partners, apparently for the males, there are some traits that you should look for if you want to find a good wife. This is not according to me, okay? This is according to this article here by Doris Njoki, and it was posted on Pasho. I specifically went to a Kenyan website just because most people are watching me a Kenyan. But you know, it should apply to generally everyone. So let's go ahead and look at what Doris Njoki thinks a good wife sounds. Uh, what Doris Njoki thinks are the signs of a good wife material. And this is a very important article because first of all, it's written by a lady, so for sure we know for sure that it probably lacks bias. It doesn't have a lot of bias. Because if it was written by a man, you know, he'd probably put in things there that are probably more extreme. But you know, this is a lady who wrote this, and it was written like 2 years ago, like in 2022, not even 2 years. So it's pretty recent. And he got here a picture of two people holding hands. I assume they're in love or something, and they appear to be married. So, yeah. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at what a wife material should be. First of all, Doris goes. First of all, she starts by explaining to us what a wife material is, and apparently, a wife material is a woman who has all the qualities it takes to be a good wife. I don't know what those qualities are, so let's go ahead and scroll down further. Now it says, although people are not the same as some might have differences on what they prefer. Yeah, that's true. Some people might prefer some things from a wife that some people might not. You know, we're all different. We all have different opinions on different things, even when it comes to choosing a wife, right? Someone might want a wife who's more outgoing, and someone might want a wife who just likes to stay at home with her. I mean, it's all choices, you know. Even humans, we ourselves have different personalities, right? So yeah, and the first one, the qualities, according to Doris Njoki, says that the woman should respect you. If she respects you, then most likely she's a good wife material. And that's a good, it's actually a good, I like that. I like that. I mean, she says, a successful marriage thrives on respect. And this is very true, right? And this has to be respect from both ways. Uh, if you don't respect each other, I mean, obviously the foundation. Yeah, she's probably very right on that. Yeah, I mean, respect is the foundation of any relationship, right? Even friendships and family and whatever. All kinds of relationships tend to thrive when there's respect among each other. So yeah, Doris says, if you're searching for the characteristics of a good wife, make sure she's respectful. Very true. And it also applies this the other way. If you're trying to find a husband, then it's more likely you should probably look into finding someone who respects you too. A male person who respects you. So yeah, that's a good point right there. I agree with that. Everyone should respect each other in order to have a thriving marriage. Second, she always puts her family first. And Doris, what does she mean? She says the family needs and wants top up. The family needs and wants top up priorities, and she's not apologetic about it. A good wife goes the extra mile to ensure that her home is comfortable for her husband and kids. That is true. And it's also true the other way. Husbands should always put their family first, especially when it comes to times of great danger. When the thief breaks comes into your house in the middle of the night, you also have to put your family first and put yourself between the thief or the burglar and your family. Don't go ahead and start running and leaving your children in the house, and don't run from the window and run for your life when you have your kids and your husband and your wife, or your husband and or your wife in the house. So yeah, you should always put your family first, even when it comes to making decisions, life decisions, on where to move. If you're trying to move somewhere, you want to make sure where you move is safe, or like there's enough opportunities and good schools for your school. So yeah, for your kids, good schools for your kids. So yeah, you should always put your family first. And this is not, it's not even unique to marriages. Even just your extended family or your nuclear family or close family. Yeah, you should always put family first. Kind of feel like this would be the favorite quote of Donatello. Well, no, Van Diesel. Family. I don't have friends. I have family. That's a good one. That's a good one. If you get it, if you don't get it, forget about it. But anyway, next, let's go to the third point. Um, Third point of a good wife is apparently to Doris, according to Doris Njoki, she should be goal oriented. Okay, I don't know what that means. Let's go ahead and read what she, let's see what she means. It says a good wife has dreams and works constructively to achieve the end goal. She works hard to get money of her own such that they can help each other with the husband to clear the bills presented to the table. Absolutely right. It's also important for a wife to be able to sustain the family because sometimes things happen in the family. Uh, the husband might not be always there, right? And sometimes the lady might need to step up and take care of the family. And so, yeah, Doris Njoki says, a woman should be able to, at some point, contributing to the family too, or contributing the finances to the finances of the family and the so yeah, that is true. Uh that's a very good quality of a wife material for sure. I prefer if a lady is learned, or has some skills, and just in case something happens, she can step up and take care of the family, right? Anyway, uh, number four. We at number four. It says she should be the your biggest cheerleader. That is very true. That is very true. It says, sh if she supports you, if she doesn't support you, she's not wife material. Period. And yeah, that is true. This goes back to that putting your family first and whatever. Yeah, if you have a partner and you don't even have to be married, I feel like as a partner, if you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, you should always support each other in your dreams and your goals. I mean, this is assuming if you want to live with each other or stay with each other in the long term. Because some people actually get into relationships for the short term, so maybe they don't want to support each other too much. But yeah, she goes on to say life brings obstacles across your way, and it's essential to have somebody to lean on. Yeah, that is true. It also applies the other way. Gentlemen, you should always be the biggest cheerleader of your wives or your girlfriends. Support her in everything. If she's going to school or if she's pregnant with a child and she wants to do something, support her and help her whenever you can, because eventually you're both winning, right? Anyway, next, this should be number five. It says she should be able to communicate effectively. And this is a very good point. And this should be up there. This should be like number two or number one up there. Because without communication, there's no relationship. There's no relationship. There's no good relationship without communication. And yeah, she says being a good wife requires the input of effective communication. When there's issues in the marriage, she tries to keep an open relationship, communication, instead of being silent about them. This is very true, and ladies, you should be really keeping this one in mind. You should be able to communicate uh, freely whenever you're feeling something isn't going the right way, or if you feel something isn't, if you feel he isn't doing something right or whatever, you should be very, you should have a very open avenue of communication with your husband or your boyfriend or whatever, or your fiance or whatever. So yeah, communicating effectively, effective communication is a good trait of a good wife. I agree. I totally agree with that. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know why he put it at number five. That should be at number one up there with respect. Anyway, moving on. It says she should be not materialistic. Yeah, that's kind of like yeah, that is very true. I mean, you don't want to marry a gold digger. I was seeing this. There's this story. I was reading on the internet. I don't know if it's true, but there's this lady, right? There's this old guy who was like 80 something, and he married a 20 something year old model. I think this was in Russia, according to that article, and so the lady apparently just wanted to marry this guy who was 80 something, so that when he dies, that money can go on to her. But something very interesting happened. Just a few years later, instead of the guy dying, the lady actually died. So yeah, you should always not get into a relationship just because you want to get something, whether it's money or for I don't want to talk about the other one, but you guys know, right? Yeah. So yeah, don't get into yeah. A good wife should not be too materialistic. That is very true. But at the same time, as a man, you should be able to meet the needs of your family, whether it's providing for the basic needs, the food, the shelter, and the clothing. Those are basic needs. You really have to be able to sustain to provide for your family, especially for those three things, and also education, right? If you live in a place where education is not free, which is a lot of places. So yeah, don't get into marriages if you don't have your finances right, because it can lead to problems, right? All right. So yeah, it says if you have a girlfriend who doesn't excessively ask for money, start making plans for a proper family, bro. What? Bro, what if she's just waiting for you to get married so that she can start asking for money? Personally, I don't mind giving my girlfriend money. I mean, as long as it's like a reasonable amount, I can give her for like what, for nails and hair and whatever. It's not that big of a deal, but as long as she's not being too